Fucking man. Hello, everybody. We're in the Pine Grove shed. We're going to get drunk and talk to you tonight.
What would be awesome is Clean Flow got us some kick-ass chairs. You know, like
those ones.
This version of that.
Yeah. We don't have the meat tray out here.
I know.
Let's turn this thing on. We're on the air.
We crushed it.
Oh, look, we got that going.
We crushed the meat tray. So.
Yeah. Can't show them.
Well, one of the whole games was that you weren't allowed to eat the meat tray, and I think we already did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Raptors made us nervous. The Raptors were making it too close. They were way ahead, and then we got sucked into the game. And anyhow, people, we're on the air now, so we have nothing to complain about. Back in the pool shed in Pine Grove, and what's up, Beef? Oh, no ashtray. I'm sorry. I'm so not prepared, you know. What I really wish, I'm really sorry to people who wanted to watch last week's live stream. We fucked up. There was just a still picture for an hour, and it was our fault. We messed up, but I don't know how we missed it. But I hope this is working. If every once in a while,
little technical difficulties.
I'll make Johnny look over there. We're going to have to say that it's Kevin Van Dungen's fault because Kevin is not here tonight.
And he can't dispute it.
He cannot stick up for himself, so it is all his fault. He really just dropped the ball, and he was just so busy looking dreamily into the eyes of Geneviève Dubé that he did not, and I don't know. I told these guys before the show, I don't know. But I thought I heard when she said goodbye to Kevin that she said, "I love you" to Kevin. And I don't know if Kevin said, "I love you" back. There's been 2 meetings between these people, and my ears may have deceived me. I'm not saying it's a fact.
Like it was a quick love you?
I don't know. Like I heard
what you want to hear.
I might have just because I'm like, I got the Beaver, romantic bug. Like, I'm a romantic too, Beav. Like, I can't help it.
It was Valentine's Day, and
like I want Johnny not only to just bang it out, just like drop jizz all over the world, but I also want him to find love.
And you wanted him to do it in style.
Yeah. I hope that every woman he's just like planting a seed into, that he would actually find a loving and supportive relationship as well, and then hopefully break up nicely, and do it again.
Yeah.
Hopefully break up, just end it there.
We want to see from start to finish all the necessary steps of love.
Yeah, like we have said before, and it is one of the wheel topics today. It is based on Levity Comedy Club, giving us the idea. Johnny fucks. And we talked about having Johnny put a GoPro on, and then he would, or like maybe Google Glasses, and we just like follow him around on a night out. He'd be like at the door at Levity, and then he would
Monday
be
at the Flamingo,
and then he would just be like doing shots. You'd see him doing shots, and then you'd see him like all of a sudden like
beer goggle mode.
Yeah,
there'd be a bunch of blurry stuff, and then there would be just a lot of fucking, and like just dirty fucking, and then we'd all just enjoy that, right? Like the whole Dutch Hall audience, I think
so.
Would be supportive of seeing that. Would be a very popular program. We'd probably put that footage either on Patreon. Or Twitter. Twitter allows it.
Oh,
you can put full porno on Twitter, I think.
So I got a question for you, Johnny. What is in this day and age? What is it like? Is it like we used to have to woo women to take their clothes off? Like AP, it used to be a process, a long one, throughout the night, and
I would not know.
Oh well, I personally
I heard of such things.
Yeah, it used to be like it used to be not work, but it used to be you had to really be on your toes.
Yeah.
Now is it just bing bang boom, or is it
dick pic?
It depends on the woman, I think.
Okay.
Some are just chuckle fuckers, and they see you on stage and they want to fuck you after.
I've never met one.
What I mean is that process is just like once eye contact hits, it's just fucking bam.
Oh yeah, it's just on.
Oh, right on.
Head to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, even you don't even make it home.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Depends on the night.
You know, no one ever hits on me. No, except for men. And I'm like, guess starting to get a little tired of it. And I think, it's not that I want any girls to hit on me because of my comedy, Johnny. And like, I just hear about other guys talk about girls wanting to bang them because they see them on stage and stuff. And I'm like, in all my years, no one's ever tried that with me, like for reals. And I'm way handsomer than most of these guys,
It's true, yeah.
And I'm like, why the heck no one hits on me? I have pretty girl syndrome. I have the pretty girl syndrome.
But you know what you also have,
God
Pete?
damn it.
Pete, you have family man face, I would say.
Well, my whole act's about how I won't fuck you.
No, but I mean,
Right? like it's like pretty much gonna, like a girl's barking up the wrong tree,
But
right?
I'm surprised that doesn't work in your advantage almost, right? Because you're playing hard to get.
I am hard to get. I'm legitimately hard to get.
Yeah.
So Ashley Grace, who was here a couple weeks ago, she said it best when we had one of our hydro outages.
yeah.
This is a good stool. It's got a swivel to it. When we had one of the hydro outages, I was like, why would a woman will find me attractive because I'm married and monogamous and I won't cheat on my wife,
Mm-hmm.
and then but like if I would fuck them, then I wouldn't be that guy.
Yep.
Then as soon as they would get me, I wouldn't be the guy they were after.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because if I would cheat on them, then I would. If I would cheat on my wife, I would cheat on them. Like
That's called a one-night stand. What you just said.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
what?
That's called a one-night stand. What you literally, yeah, because the second after it happened, you're no longer depicted as the hard-to-get monogamous gentleman.
Husband, dude.
No, now I'm
husband.
a dirtbag. So I'm not the guy that they thought they wanted. I'm a guy that would cheat on his wife, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as I would get you, you wouldn't be the guy that I wanted anymore.
Right.
Like as soon as I got you, I wouldn't want you anymore.
It'd be a split second.
Yeah,
Literally, you come and
Yeah.
now you are now.
Not the guy that I thought you were.
Yeah.
And of course, right? Because if I want, I don't really want to bang anybody, I just want a girl to say, like, man, I sang on stage and I really want to fuck you. And I'm like, geez, I'd like to fuck you too.
But I can't.
But I can't because I'm married and stuff, and that's against the rules. But it's nice to know that somebody wants to do it,
Yeah.
Because people want to fuck Johnny, and no one says, "Hey, Pete, I want to fuck you," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man. Like that's awesome." Except for a couple gay dudes.
Yeah.
It was like if and I do say thank you to that too. I'm like, I appreciate the compliment. I take it as a flattering thing.
Yeah. You walk around with a whole different energy afterwards. I've seen it.
I've had 3 girls. In 9 years of comedy, I've had 3 girls come up and make a comment to me after a show.
Yep.
I remember them all vividly.
Is one of them the one at Levity that was afraid to talk to you? And I was like, no, go up and talk to him. He'll love the compliment.
No, that was different. That was an actual fan but she was a lesbian, so
Yeah.
she doesn't count as I'm talking straight women.
Oh, okay.
Straight women who wanted to get it on with the man. They were DTF, as the kids say. You know what I'm talking about, Johnny?
I do.
Down to fuck. That's what it stands for. And these girls wanted to fuck me. And I remember all 3 of them, and I'll give you a description of all 3 of them right after we play the theme song, Johnny.
Hit it. Man, ladies and gentlemen, the host of the show, he's currently pre-famous, as you would say. The next time you may hear from him, he could be Hollywood famous. We don't know. our hopes are high for you, buddy. It's the man of the hour and two-time President's Club Award winner, Mr. Pete Van Dyke.
Yeah, Beaver got in the 2-time.
I didn't think he was gonna.
I wasn't sure.
Nailing it, Pete. Nailing it. Thank you, everybody, and welcome to the Dutch Hall. It's episode 434, I believe. Wow, 434.
434. Oh my
We're
God.
like whizzing along here, and this may be the last one from the pool shed for about a month, but we may get one more in. But next stop is Los Angeles, California.
I'm still calling you pre-famous.
Well, yeah, I don't ever want to be famous. It would be nice if I could go my whole life without being famous, but I just want to get a check once in a while. That's all I really want. I don't want to be famous. I don't want anyone to know who I am. I just want enough people to give me money. You know, like
You kind of want to be known. Yeah.
yeah. I don't. I just like. I would love it.
Just out of the shadows.
Yeah, I always said 20,000 people give me $5 a year, and I would be a happy man.
Yeah.
I got $100,000.
That's actually, and they're very attainable.
Yeah, it's a good way of looking at
Yeah.
it.
That's always been my goal. I was like, give me 20,000 fans will give me $5 a year, you know? And now at least we have at least that many listeners or people that watch our shit in a month, you know? So like I'm thinking like, you know, we might actually have the people.
Mhm.
We just need them to give us the $5, you know?
Well, we're getting them on our side. We got at least that many people that think similar to us and think as dirty as we do every now and then.
Yep.
Or they hate watch us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like a lot. Like since we actually kind of hit it this last week on our YouTube Shorts, eh? The YouTube Shorts have been a big hit. I've figured out finally to give it to them in the way they want it, exactly how they want it or whatever. And all of a sudden they started like pushing it, and like we got like a year's worth of views in like 3 days. You know, it was ridiculous.
That's awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you, Pete. I was for years of my life, most of my life actually, I'd be like, you know, I wouldn't want someone to hate me or think something, you know, negative towards myself. But then when we came in tonight, you're like, yeah, we're getting the dislikes, and you know what? I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to think of it. Most of the dislikes that you get on our clips, they're like 13-year-old boys or something that are sitting on their computer and they're like, oh, they want to hear some, like, let's say I got a lot of dislikes on the Ryan Vandenbush clips. It's because they probably want to see some Ryan punch somebody out or talk some cool hockey story and hear him talking about me beating up my brother.
Yeah.
Well, they go like dislike, you know, like, what do I want to hear about this dude when this dude's actually got an interesting life, you know?
Yeah.
And I have no inch, you know, like I'm a nobody, right? And I like that, like the people tell you you're a nobody, like no one knows who you are. I'm like, yeah, that's why. But you're watching me now,
Exactly. Yeah.
you know, like and like you're kind of like you know who I am because you're just telling me you don't know who I am.
Mhm.
You know, they get dummies. So like I don't care. Dislike me all you want, you fuckers. It's funny because the ones with the most dislikes are usually the same ones with the most likes. You know, like they go hand in hand. Like the people who like it.
Good old 50-50, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even like most of it's like 75%. Most of it, like the ones have zero. Like if there's 0 likes, there's 0 dislikes usually.
Mm.
But if there's like
4 likes, you
4
might have
likes,
one
I'll
dislike.
probably get 1 or 2 dislikes. You know,
Which is okay.
and then if I was like 15 likes, I would get like maybe like 5 dislikes. You know.
I'll be honest with you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like 25% of the shit I see, I don't like.
Mm.
I just don't. Usually, I'm not letting it be known.
Yeah, like that must be a young person thing like that. They just think they have to like give their opinion, but it actually helps me out. Like if they say they like me or dislike me, they're engaged in my product and then it helps me. So like,
It's like-
your hatred for me works just as good as your like for me. So I see it as the same.
Right.
I just thank you for it and I want you to keep doing it. Like if you hate me, then keep watching my videos and keep hating it. And then I will still make more of them. You know, you can go fuck yourself.
It's like Google review. If you work that hard to go online, sign in, and make an opinion about something like a Google review, Well, then clear. That's why I don't even look at that shit. It's like these are obsessive people that I don't really give
nut
two
jobs.
I don't give two fucks what they got to say.
Yeah, I wish there would be more nut jobs that listen to our show because I'd get more comments. But most of the people who listen to my show are actually like sane people who are just like normal people who live normal lives, and they don't think it's like a regular thing to do to reach out and talk to someone, you know. But they're wrong, and we would really appreciate it. We'd like you to behave like that, but I get the fact that you feel uncomfortable. You think that I wouldn't want to get your message, but I do want to get your message because I'm lonely. Ask Emil Van Steeg, like this guy. Like if I don't get a message from him every month, I start to become sad and worry about my good buddy Emil.
Why have you? Or otherwise, you're thinking, should I reach out to the guy because is he still alive?
Yeah, what's the matter?
Maybe something happened to him.
Has he been eaten by a Tasmanian devil? Like, what's gone on with my good buddy Emil? I don't even know what his face looks like. You know what I mean? But I feel like he's a member of my family. That's how strongly I feel. But anyway, it's crazy. Hey, guess who that guy was talking to right beside me there? I guess some of you guys might say, hey, Pete, who are you talking to? You haven't introduced him. You're in the middle of introductions, you motherfucker. That guy that you've been talking to, that's none other than the biggest cock in Norfolk County. Put that cigarette hand down so we can see your face, Beaver. That's Derek the Beaver Van Houten, everybody. Girls want to see you, Derek. The girls want to see you.
Want to see my face?
Yeah. Derek, we got a lot of good things to talk about with you today. We're going on a snowmobile trip, and this is why we might not have another show before LA.
Yeah, I'm going to tickle my way down to the old down up north.
But if I am doing a show down in LA, Beaver, and if I want to like have you in on like put you in on a FaceTime, like live, like via satellite, join us on an episode, would you do that?
Oh, I'd do that in a heartbeat. It's just a matter of timing.
Yeah, I'll work it out with you.
So like usually our days up in the Great White North.
No, when are you back from the thing? I won't do when you're snowmobiling.
Oh, okay.
That's party time. I'm not going to make you do work. I'm saying when you're back home, you're just family time now.
Oh, I'll do one in 2 seconds. I love that, actually.
And then we'll be down there and we'll just call you in. Like you'll just be like a head on a TV, like you won't be like.
I'll be Sheldon on a robot.
Yeah, we'll say Beaver. Every once in a while, just say something, we'll tell you whatever we did. I think it's going to be a great adventure this time because I'm staying for a full month, and I can get in some real trouble in a month.
We're going to miss you, buddy. That's the fucking longest I've been without seeing you in about a fucking year.
Well, come down. Come down. It's a cheap flight. Anyway, so that I was just talking to, that's Derek Beaver Van Houten. We already talked about him. He's a good fella. You're going to learn to like him if you stay and watch this program.
Yeah.
But who's that other guy wearing the Dutch Hall t-shirt there, looking so good, promoting our merch, clicking buttons, making the noises on there? You want to know who that? He's kissing the girls. He's making them cry. That's Johnny Wren, everybody. Let's hear it for him.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
All of making them. Why is everyone silent? That one girl just started, hey, lady. I don't. Fella, that's not appropriate. It's an introduction. Holy mackerel, Johnny. The crowd really changed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I like this crowd.
Yeah.
If you want to see Johnny have that effect on an audience, please go to the Flamingos on Monday night in Hess Village in Hamilton, because Johnny is a host of a comedy show, which honestly has really built into something that is wild. It is wild. He built a circus there. And I'm not kidding you. You go there, you're going to come home with a story. There is no doubt about it. I've never played there. I've never done a set there where I haven't been like, man, that was another crazy night.
Yeah.
Another crazy night.
Yeah, it's always a party down at the Flamingo. So
I love it there. I really think he's built a little scene there. And the guy the owner there is a great guy. It has some weird elements. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
There's a eclectic crowd, but it is a fun night. Like there is if you're going to do a comedy show and you have fucking all that material right in front of you, like the audience is really, I like the audience there. I like it because the regulars who no one ever plays to, but they're in the corner.
Yeah.
Like they're like good.
Mills and
Yeah, they're fun comedy fans.
they are, yeah.
Yeah, and then so like they're actually you got that like base of like people that actually get jokes and like it, but they don't want to be part of the show. You know?
Yeah, they're trying to hide from the crowd work and stuff. But,
Yeah, but you can. They're actually that's the kind of the what do you call it? The kind of your baseline of a show.
yeah,
Those guys like those are kind of normal fans actually.
yeah.
They're a lot less problematic.
Yeah, they're usually the ones like helping with the problems as opposed to causing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually.
Usually, yeah.
But boy, there was always a few like just crazies there. Right? But no, it's a great bar. I like it. I like the bar owner. I like the bar. I like Johnny. Go check it out there. Flamingo, Hess Village, Monday nights. What time does it start? 8?
Loose 8 o'clock.
Loose 8. Loose 8.
Yeah.
You know why I say loose 8? Because if you want to start exactly at 8 o'clock, you're not there to have the experience of the Flamingo Comedy Show.
Yeah.
The Flamingo Comedy Show is about getting in there, becoming part of the whole room of people who are there to have a great night. And part of that is having a few drinks beforehand, getting to know each other. Just loosen up, get into the vibe
It's
of the
no
room.
different than we loosely start at 9:30.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right. You want me to start exactly at 9 and be shit? You know, like we started at whatever we started at because, you know, I'm giving you I'm spitting gold right now.
This is true, yeah.
Right? Spitting gold and blowing smoke. Look at this. This room's like an old school, like 80s comedy club. I like it.
Right. Just like at the old hall downtown.
Yeah, every breath has smoke in it.
Yeah.
Fucking feel like a man. Oh, I feel my chest hair growing right now. It's great.
Johnny, you know what would be amazing though?
What?
Is if you could literally the next time that you have fun time is if you could hit record and we could hear that we could hear the next love of your life make some sound. That would be amazing. Like your entry here. That would be awesome.
I think that's going to be for Patreon people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not saying it needs to be the next time.
No,
I'm just saying.
Right now, it's just going to be Jen Husko and Jean-Vieve Dubé Carpenter.
Yep.
We're going to get to see Johnny fuck chicks all over town. I think that's going to be great.
Yeah.
Those two ladies are in for a real treat.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we're going to say, "Ooh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong hole."
Yeah.
Oh,
I swear
okay.
this has never happened before.
Too dry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We go from anal, and then I have to give the crowd what I promised them before we did the theme song, and that is the 3 girls that hit on me.
Yes.
Okay. The first time was 2 at once.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes, 2 at once.
Could have had a 3-way.
No,
Fuck.
no.
Oh.
Had to choose.
They both
chose wrong.
offered individual sex to me at the same time. This is how they did it. And the one I was at a Narcotics Anonymous meeting.
Mhm.
Or not, yes, I was playing in a Narcotics Anonymous meeting. I was the entertainment for the evening.
Did you throw any drug jokes?
No, it's a rule that you can't do it. I could be
Oh.
as dirty as I wanted to, but no drugs and no alcohol talk. You could have no material about drugs or alcohol.
So you couldn't sit up there with a drink and you're like, okay.
It was one of the best gigs I've ever done. I'll tell you that right now. It was a fucking great crowd. Everyone was sober, and everybody was a great audience. It was like they couldn't do anything else. They came just to watch a comedy show, laugh, and they've been through shit.
Mhm.
So they're not going to get their nuts in a knot about a pronoun or something, right? You know, they're like
They're giving you 100%.
it's a fucking great audience.
Yeah.
They were terrific.
Okay.
So I want to say enough good, and they were nice people. Everyone hugs. Everybody's like really forthcoming, and the audience is like the spectrum of society, all kinds. It's not like what you think at all. It's
Probably lots of coffee, eh?
coffee, cigarettes, and fucking is what they do at these conferences because that was what they didn't give up.
Really?
Yeah, they can't do drugs or alcohol, so you see them like smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee, and it just has a sex vibe. As soon as you walk in there, it's about as soon as I walked in there, I got like a real feeling like, oh my God, there's a real sexual energy in here.
Mhm.
And I said to the other comic I was working with who had been through the program, he said, I go, did everyone fuck here? You know? And he goes, oh yeah, when I was through this thing, like these events were like a lot of fucking, you know? And I'm like, yeah, man, like you can tell. Like,
The tension is tight.
yeah, as soon as you walk in, you're like, oh, something's different. Like everyone wants to fuck here. So
Well, they're
I
fucking their
finished
problems out, right?
I finished the show And 2 girls come up to me right after. And the one girl says, I'd like to be your second.
Oh.
Right?
Cut and like just straight up.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then the other girl says, do you want to come with me for a swim in the hotel pool? Which is referring to one of my jokes where I get easily tricked into not understanding that girls want to fuck me. And in this particular story, I go to the hotel pool with the girl, and then she gets changed in my room before I realize she's trying to fuck me.
Yeah, you told me that story once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this girl was saying that she wanted to trick me into fucking her too. But both these girls were.
I have such a smile on my face at all.
I was very happy about
Oh
it.
God!
And I also had about 3 or 4 girls that said, "Are you staying in the hotel tonight?" And I go, like I wasn't. I was driving the other comic home.
You could have had a fucking orgy.
Well, I could have really fucked
all
my
women.
whole life up with a bunch
Yes.
of women who could all probably fit into the same description of a girl who has been like about 40 years on cigarettes, about 30 years on hard drugs, and they don't age as well as you might think.
Right.
They
They got a
look.
few scratch marks on the old face.
Yeah, they generally they've seen things. They've
Yeah.
been places. These are not like specimens that you're like, yeah, I'd like to trade in my old lady for.
Yeah, you get 1 out of 10s. 1 out of 10s, maybe turning it around. You know.
Yeah, they were no prize, and they were advanced in years too. They were all
on top of that.
They were all older than me. They were all older ladies than I am, and I'm already pretty old.
So they literally wanted to rip your clothes off right on the fucking stage.
Well, I think they would do it. They would have actually banged me. Yes, those girls would have done that, but they were gross, is what I'm saying. And then the third girl, and she might be my favorite, was the German Hall in Delhi.
Really?
Yeah,
Local?
local. I did a show there, and there was a lady that. What did she say to me? What was her line? She yelled something out. She heckled. Her heckle was something like.
Oh, so it was blunt in front of everybody.
Yeah, she yelled out something like about how she wanted to. How she would want to bang. She wanted to bang me, and then after I was finished my set, I was in the back of the room, and then I was talking to another comic, and she was coming to use the bathrooms there in the back of the German Hall, and as she passed me, she kind of looked at me and she says like, "Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go."
Oh, she was kind of looking for the opportunity to walk by you then.
Yeah, and she was heading to the shitter, and then she made a joke about going to the shitter, like she's gonna have to go take a shit or like take a piss or something. She had a black eye, and she was also probably in her mid-60s.
That whole story did not go that way in my head. Leading up to I thought you were gonna now Delhi. Yes, I can. It makes sense.
It's the basement of the
German Hall.
Hall
but
on a Friday night.
But you just threw like 3 downers into the situation, and I'm like, oh no!
And the story was going up, and then
it
just
plateaued.
fucking dropped.
It plateaued in a hurry.
When you leave out the key elements of this, that like this was a woman that was like very intoxicated. Obviously,
by the
doesn't know
sounds
when to listen.
By the sounds of it, she came from Gibraltar.
I don't know what she came from, but she was she was the type of woman that likes Pete Van Dyke, which is an elderly woman who takes a punch. Like that's who. Apparently, I'm their type. So
And we're not faulting you, whoever you are. We're not faulting you.
No, I like them. I like them. They're my people. But I don't. I'm not sexually attracted to them. That's the kind of the downs. It's an upside and downside because like
if you're single, you'd go for no look handy.
I would say that it would be all
No look handy.
No look handy.
Yeah.
Oh, if like see, I can't even think like a single guy. Even when you guys say like, you ever play that game where you're like, hey, you see that girl from this show?
Yeah.
Hey, wouldn't you? Would you want to bang her? And I'm like, I don't know what we talk about. Like I'm like, I never. They're like, no, we're saying, would you bang her? Like, would you bang Mrs. Garrett?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, I'm married too, bud. I'm in the monogamous thing too.
yeah,
Fuck.
but like, I don't think about banging a girl, like I think about if I bang her, then I have to marry her. You know, like I right away go to that in my head, and it's stupid.
You're sticking to what you know.
Yeah, but it's dumb. It's like my subconscious stuck in that way. You know,
My subconscious is my wife's in my head all the time. Like when I think of,
I don't have sex dreams anymore, but when I had sex dreams, I would have a sex dream. Let's say I'm banging like a
Mrs. Garrett.
Selma Hayek.
yeah, okay.
I don't want to bang Mrs. Garrett again.
Selma,
show.
Selma Hayek was
She was too rough.
was your number one. Selma Hayek was your number one.
Selma Hayek is a good-looking woman. She's age appropriate, and she's got a womanly body.
A voluptuous
It's still
body.
tight, you know. It's tight, but it's like curvy. How about Marissa Tomei? Marissa Tomei is another one.
Yep.
Yeah, Marissa. That's aggressive, eh?
That is aggressive. Yes.
See, I only think of my wife.
What?
I don't know. It's fucking one of yeah.
But anyways, let me tell you a story.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Let's say I'm banging Salma Hayek in my dream, right?
Yeah.
I'm banging Salma Hayek. Hey, Salma Hayek, me going on a date to the movies. I put my cock through the popcorn. Salma Hayek likes that movie. She thinks it's great. I'm banging her and everything's going well. And I wake up in the morning. I think I'm having I had a great sex dream. And my wife's like, hey, what did you have a dream there? His sheets are all sticky. And I go, I said, like, no, yeah, I had this dream while I was banging Selma Hayek. It was great. And then she's like, oh, yeah, what did Selma Hayek look like? And I'm like, oh, she looked
Like
exactly like Jane. No, my wife. She looks like my wife. Her name is Selma Hayek.
Yeah.
But everything in the dream is just,
It's just Jane.
it's just Jane. Maybe she's got a tan. But it's exactly my wife. Like, one time I remember I had like a Jennifer Aniston dream, but it was my wife. Like it was the
Jennifer
same.
Aniston.
Yeah, she just had a different name in that dream.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah,
just-
but Pete, I'll be honest with you. Now that you say that, Selma Hayek is your wife.
yeah.
Celebrity version of your wife, actually. I didn't even think of that when we did the episode.
A while ago, I had like a long time ago when I had sex dreams, I would have the occasional Ashley Judd dream, but it was my wife.
Mm-hmm.
But Ashley Judd and my wife kind of look a bit the same.
Yeah.
You know, especially a long time ago. And then,
Like Jane is skinny Selma Hayek.
maybe. I think she's more Ashley Judd, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
no, but I'm saying
You know, she does get a lot of people say she looks like Mary Steenburgen. Is that her name? She's married to Ted Danson's wife. You know, she's in Step Brothers, the mom in Step Brothers.
Oh.
no, that's not Jane.
She's got similar facial structure, I have to admit. Especially if you look at some of the
you're
older
right.
movies like Going South, Jack Nicholson and stuff like that. She looks a
Yeah.
lot like my wife.
Mhm.
I'm not going to say
I'm
it.
saying Step Brothers one though. She's
She's a little advanced in age.
and
like-
brown hair too.
Yeah.
yeah. But she's but she's still they have a similarity. I don't see it.
You're right.
Oh, there was a girl there's a girl that was in this fucking movie about like it was like it's like a space one. I keep wanting to say Super Troopers, but it's like Starship Troopers or something like that.
Oh, the one with Neil Patrick Harris?
Is it they go it's like the guy from Las Vegas or something. But there's a
Yeah, Demolition Man. You're talking Stallone?
No. This is a movie where it's like they're going through like space and shit, and they're fighting people, right? And then there's like the guy from the TV show Las Vegas, and he was also in. He was in like the fucking Boba Fett too. I think he was in that one. I don't know. It's there's a girl in that. She showed her boobs. And that girl looks like my wife. That's what I'm trying to say. But I don't know that actress's name.
You
but
said the TV show Las Vegas?
yeah, I think so. I think the one guy was in that. I'll do the IMDb and see if I can reverse engineer it. So that's the guy. And then I have to go to his movies. And then I think it's real shitty. It's going to be near the bottom. Where's the space one? Unless he's a different guy, but
We've been talking about so many different.
I think it's the same fella. What do you see there?
Same fella.
Above, and this is riveting for people as I look this up. But
I know, yeah.
What is it?
If you had the Jeopardy soundtrack right now.
I definitely think it's a different fucking guy now. I'm getting too deep in this list.
Yeah. We're gonna have to call
Troopers. It's just
we're gonna have to call fail on that one there, Pete.
fuck. It's not that guy.
Yeah, because there is a movie, Starship Troopers.
Is there?
Yeah, with Neil Patrick Harris in it.
Is he in it?
Yeah.
Look up Starship.
That's the first thing he said to you.
Yeah.
I know, but I don't remember him in the movie. So look it up and see if this
I
chick's
think he
in
was
it.
a small role or something.
So just look up Starship Troopers cast, and I can see if I can find that
I got
the
it right
girl in it. The girl in it, and you see her boobs.
Well, it's Denise Richards is one of them.
No. Oh, yeah, but that's not the one. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, this one. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
This one. Don't you think that kind of has a... they go through the pictures, not just that one, because I was...
Yeah.
She has a Jane look to her
Jane
about...
Lock, right there.
Same kind of boobs, too. Same kind of boobs. I saw her boobs. I was like, whoa, this girl's just like my wife. And I'll tell you, that does it for me. That is the thing. It's,
And she's got,
Look, it doesn't look like my wife a little bit.
Yeah, it does, actually.
Yeah, she's a looker, man. And I think, like, that is my thing. Like, when you ask me what my type is, it's like, that is my type, my wife. Like, I would look for another little Hungarian optometrist if I was to ever need one.
Yeah.
You know?
This woman is, though, married to a black man.
Oh.
Really, who?
NBA star.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
Well,
played for the Lakers.
Excellent. You ever want to see women really unhinged? Go to like wherever the visiting basketball team's playing.
Yeah.
Go to the bar that they go to and watch the pussy being thrown at those guys.
Oh, really?
Unbelievable. Yeah, my brother-in-law went to a bar in Newfoundland, and there was a traveling basketball team, bunch of fucking huge, like 7-foot black guys come in, all in great shape in their early 20s,
Yeah.
and these women are just like, like God, like they're just like falling all over these guys, like my brother-in-law is like, he couldn't believe it. Like he goes, these guys were like in another league,
Yeah.
like they're just like, women are just like all the women were drawn to him,
I got a funny story for you. Me and Bozy made it down to Chicago one time to watch a Blackhawks game. And we're into the game. We're watching. It's fucking one of the best hockey games I've ever watched. And these broads are behind us. They're like smoke shows. And we were pretty close to the bottom, like great seats. And these broads behind us, they had not a care in the world for the game. All they cared about is I wonder where Patrick Kane's going to be at the end of the game. Like, what party is he going to?
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, really? Like, did you guys get paid to be here or something? Like,
No, that's a game, eh?
yeah.
It'd be like if we were huge fans of like a woman's sport, professional sport.
And you're a groupie of the sport.
Well, you don't even have to be a groupie of the sport. You're just saying, like, let's say you're a huge like
Groupie of the person, yeah.
No, you're a WNBA fan.
Yeah.
You watch
you're
it,
right.
and you're watching enough of it. You've picked out which NBA players you want to fuck, right?
Mhm.
WNBA players, right? So you're watching WNBA. You're a huge fan of the sport. You get into the whole stories and the drama of sport. But you're watching the game. You're looking at the girls in their shorts. You're watching their tits bounce up and down. Over watching the whole season, you've developed little TV crushes on some of the players,
Mhm.
So then you go watch a WNBA game live, and all of a sudden you see one of these giant women out at the bar after, and you're like, I'm gonna climb that bitch right now.
Yeah, you're starstruck. You're starstruck.
Yeah. I can understand girls like that. Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
shit?
And you can easily go up to them and say, I'm your number one fan because there's only 1,500 people in the building.
Yeah, you probably are. And you're your only male fan.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, and then she has to unfortunately let you down, tell you that she's a lesbian. But that's how it goes, Vive.
Yeah, it does.
Anyhow, yeah, not all WNBA players
I was going to follow that up with that.
are lesbians.
No.
But
We're
Just the
going,
majority.
and we're going off of previous stories of, that lady that got held in Russia
yeah, and like
and her love.
every athlete that's any good is a lesbian. That's not really true.
Lindsey Vonn is not a lesbian.
Why? Because she bangs Tiger Woods?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. You know,
that's the only one I know.
Haley Wickenheiser has a kid,
Okay, so
so she's at least bi.
yeah, she's had I can see her having
Give it a
time.
try.
Yeah, she's given it a try. Had to have.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Maybe she's straight.
She's probably unhappy in her marriage.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of hockey players that are straight. That's what I think. I don't see it. Baseball, slow pitch, golf, those are big.
Like the underhand pitch?
Yeah, slow pitch.
No, it's like a fast underhand.
Fastball. Yeah, it's not slow pitch. You're right. It's fastball. It's like a softball. They
Right.
call it softball, but it's like windmill pitch.
Yeah.
Underhand. Yeah, it's called like fastball.
They're throwing an 80 mile an
And
hour
it's a
underhand.
fat ball.
Yeah.
It's a bigger ball, yeah. Not hardball, but it's softball. And that's what the girls play. And we play it here in small town still. There's like 2 communities that I don't know if any of them play it anymore. I think they're all done. They're all switched to hardball. But smaller towns used to play it because they couldn't get the big diamonds.
Right.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, in like the Olympics and stuff, they have women's softball. And they're like predominantly lesbians, allegedly.
Allegedly.
From what I hear.
Yeah.
Also, you play a few leagues in like Interkip. there's a I knew a girl who played Interkip. She was the only straight girl on her team. So like that was like I based my opinion on that story.
On that fact.
Yeah.
You base your opinion on that fact.
Yeah. Also a roller derby.
Like
Yeah.
you're talking the skaters on 4 wheels
Yeah, I think that is a predominantly lesbian sport.
and a predominantly like very athletic women.
In the 70s, men would do roller derby. There's a whole movie with James Caan.
I've seen that.
Sonny from The Godfather. He was a fucking roller derby guy.
Really?
Yeah, it was called Rollerball.
They go give people.
Fucking great movie.
They give the people's
And,
elbow on the old. They're on the fucking on the fucking roller rink.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
a cross between. It was like wrestling, eh?
Yeah.
Like it would kind of be staged, and they had like roller derby TV shows, like wrestling shows.
Man, we used to watch it when we were in the 90s. They had them all the time.
Yeah, and there'd be male leagues and female leagues.
Yeah, and then the co-ed ones and
But now it's just women.
yeah.
Yeah.
Men do not do roller derby
No.
anymore. It's just women, and it's fucking entertaining, and it's they all have like names that are like
Yeah, like
drag queen names and
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah, like Slash and fucking
Dixie Normus.
yeah, Dixie
Like,
Norm.
Yeah.
that's my daughter's YouTube name, and
Really?
yeah, and my other daughter's like Instagram handle, but it's for her art.
Yeah.
And now she's like putting her portfolio out by giving her Instagram, which showcases her art. And her handle is piss tits.
What?
Yeah.
Well, they're definitely your daughters, Pete.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I go like, well, like she goes, should I change it? Or should I, because I'm doing all these like sending out my resume. Should I change my handle from piss tits? And I go, well, like a large part of me says yes.
Yeah.
But there's also a part of me that's like,
Yeah, run with it.
She goes, what if it's not that easy? Like I've got a lot of people who
know it.
and they come to me for the art, and a lot of people actually say I like the name, and I'm applying for animation companies where I'm going to be working on shows that are like funny cartoons.
Yeah.
That the people should have a sense of humor,
Right.
and if they're going to not want to hire me because my name's piss tits, that I don't want to.
And this,
maybe I don't want to work there.
Yeah.
this
And I go, that's pretty wise. Like for
right.
like
This day and age, you can it's socially accepted to have an offside or out there handle, as you'd say it.
yeah. Well, it works for her because she actually said she's gotten followers because they say cool name. Like they like the fact that it's just a fucking
Out there name.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's unique.
Yeah, we had but we've been in like Zoom calls, especially during the the pandemic, and I got like Dixie Normus where I'm trying to do university like conference calls, and our name on the Zoom call is like Dixie Normus because it went by the
The name, yeah.
and then or the other one says piss, like my wife and daughter in the thing is just says piss on the screen. And my daughter's friends all call her Piss. Like they don't even call her by her name. They call her.
It's her nickname.
They don't even know what her name is. A lot of people
than me.
A lot of people met her as Piss, and they only know her as Piss.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people in my life that don't know my real name.
Right.
Yeah.
I met Welshie's sister one time, and she said, "I'm so and so's brother," like Welshie's first name.
Yeah.
Which I still don't
Matt.
know. Yeah, it's Matt.
Yeah.
But like I don't like that's what I mean. I'll forget it again. Like I don't care. I'm not going to use it.
Right. Because
I'm going to call him Welshie.
You know him Welshie.
I met him as Welshie. He's always going to be Welshie. I don't care. So the sister's like, "Hey, you know my brother, Matt, you know?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't." I never met that guy. I met Welshie, but I never met Matt.
Yeah.
You know? And
Two
then,
people.
Yeah.
And it is two people. Welshie is
The guy who takes his shirt off at the beer tent.
Yeah, like he came on my bachelor party, and he is the funnest guy to go on a road trip with.
It is pretty fun.
Back in the day, we're in Montreal, downtown Montreal, at my bachelor party.
yeah.
And we wake up the second morning, and he comes. We're in a motorhome and parked in a fucking loading dock of a hotel. It was awesome. Heated and everything. I could run a whole episode on my bachelor party. It was so much fun.
Did you go down in an RV with like lawn chairs in it?
Yeah, we went down in an RV with 12 guys, and the hotel let us park in the loading dock.
Was it one of those fucking budget ones that you get off the highway, but it had no furniture in it? It just had like lawn furniture? Is that the same story? Because I know someone that went down for a stag and they rented one of these cheap RVs off this.
Yeah. No, we rented one just outside Delhi.
Yeah, I know the guy. But and then did it have real RV furniture, or did it have like lawn chairs and shit?
No, it was empty when we got into it.
And so you put your own chairs.
Yeah, we
into
put
it.
our own shit into it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
So, like, as in,
that's a crazy drive, right?
It was.
Because your chairs aren't fastened to anything.
No.
Right?
And fucking.
Have you ever tried doing that? It's wild.
Yeah.
So anyways, Welshie wakes up, and I'm like, what are we doing today? He's like, well, I know what I'm doing. I'm like, well, it's fucking 8:00 in the morning, and you got a bottle of wine and a box of chicken nuggets in your hand from McDonald's. He's like, I'm going on a Tinder date at 8:00 in the morning. He had to meet her at 10, and he's like, I'm gonna bring a bottle of wine.
You're saying a lot of stuff with this guy.
And a box.
He says first and last name. Am I gonna bleep it out?
Why?
I don't know. Is he gonna be upset? Are we gonna say anything that he's gonna regret?
No. He didn't do anything wrong.
All right.
But I'm ending the story there.
He wasn't like married and
No,
Has
not
a
at all. He
family or
was
anything?
single.
oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, he was single.
I don't want to fuck anyone over.
No. This is like very appropriate.
Yeah, I went on a Tinder date's fine. Like
That's all and I won't go past that, but he had a bottle of wine in one hand and a box of chicken nuggets in the other from from McDonald's, and he was going on his Tinder date.
Yeah, he knows the way to a woman's heart for sure.
In Montreal. Like I'm like, how did you even set that up?
you just say where you are, and like I would do the same thing if I was single. God damn, it would be so much fun now. With technology that exists. Like a single guy, if I had no family, no wife, I have nothing, like a different whole thing, and I was just the same old man that I am now, and just out there, I'd be out there just picking up like sad women who don't say that they're like who's like no one tells them they're pretty, you know. Just say like, yeah, you're pretty, and then
vulnerable.
And then I would date people all the time. I would be on those things all the time, man. I would get as many dates as I could, and I would enjoy. If I didn't marry the very first one I went on a date with, I would enjoy all the dates. But most likely, I'd probably the first fucking date, I'd marry that one, and then I would just go back to dreaming like I have a good life. That's what everyone yells at me like your wife's great, and I'm like, yeah, I know she's great. She's great. She's absolutely fantastic. That's why I'm still with her. That's why I married her. You know, like she's wonderful. but like
You just skipped out on that one
I just wonder, like,
spot in life.
there's just so many other ones.
See, and I'm opposite, right? I met my wife when I was 27, so
Yeah, you lived a bit. I don't really want to live though. I'm nervous about even the thought of living. You know? I like having Johnny.
Yeah, you just live through me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to be like a fly on Johnny's cock. Is that the
You mean a fly on his shoulder? On his shoulder, not a fly on his cock.
Yeah. No, it's supposed to be fly on the wall.
Fly on the wall.
Yeah, but I'm a fly on his cock. I get to go right in there.
Yeah.
Just hanging on. Girl likes it too because it buzzes her.
It buzzes. Get the
I'll
vibration.
buzz her in there, Johnny. I'll buzz her in there.
Yeah.
Oh God, that would be if a genie popped up right now. I would be like, first wish I know.
Yeah.
I want to be a fly with sticky feet on Johnny's cock.
Hey, I honestly, guys, I think that'll be an invention one day where you can, like, right now, men have to compete against the vibrator. One day, good old Johnny here will put a little sticky note on his fucking, the base of his cock, and it'll vibrate when he wants it to.
Oh, I think it'll be even like
isn't
more
that
advanced than that. I saw this thing on Netflix about your future of health, and they'll have it so that you have a fucking you can on your phone change the settings of your body, right?
Yeah.
Set your cock to vibrate
on an app.
on your app.
Yeah, then when you go to church, you can put it on Do Not Disturb mode.
You can like give yourself doses of like dick pill that'll get produced and excreted through your liver, or it'll make it like you get the super organ that makes everything. It'll make like antihistamines and antibiotics.
They had a movie recently about that with
It's a real thing. Like it'll be a real like commonplace thing in like the next 10 years.
Yeah,
like,
they had a
regular
recent
medicine.
They had a
People
recent
get like
movie
these
about
artificial organs that'll just give you medicine when you need it. Like, hey, you're getting a bit of a cold. Here's some histamines. Here's some antibiotic or whatever that you need, and then it gets rid of it. Here's some antiviral when a virus gets in your body, and just like all does it self-regulates, and you can monitor it on your phone. So why couldn't you just say like, give a little bit of extra dick pill to my cock? Hey, while you're at it, why don't you make the thing fucking vibrate?
Yeah.
And then, I'm saying if you went that far, stick a vibrator on my already artificially hard cock that's going to last longer than any man should.
Yeah.
Like it's all chemically altered already. Like, why not take it to the extra step?
Make it bionic.
Yeah, why don't you make a fucking rabbit grow out of the base of my cock that fucking licks your clit too, because that's what a dildo has. You ever see that?
Yeah.
Or the dolphin one or whatever. I've seen those ones.
where it just
Yeah, you ever go to those shows where those like parties where it's like dildo parties, Fantasia parties?
No, I've never been to one.
You haven't?
No.
You haven't. I thought I would picture you and your wife to have had like one or two in your own home. Actually.
No, there's no. I've searched. There's no dildos.
Oh,
in my
I know
house.
people in your circle of friends who used to have these things quite some time ago. Maybe they were younger people, but there were some people that we know quite well that used to fill up some bedside stands with objects bought at these things. Yeah, it was quite popular when we. And I would go to these things, and they would give you like body creams and like lotions and all that stuff. And they would be like, "Oh, this one, remember this one cream or whatever?" She's like, "This one's like mango and pineapple and like mint or something." And I remember
Just lube.
they're like put a little bit on a stick and you smell it or whatever. That's what she wanted you to do, but I just put it on a cracker and ate it. I didn't know I always heard like mango and like
You were eating it like it's fucking.
I thought it was
appetizer.
dip. I thought it was like a Philly dip, I didn't know, and then she's like, "Don't eat that. It's not for eating."
It's not supposed
But
to be
it's
edible.
edible. But you're supposed to have taste. Like it's like stuff you can lick, and so I think I'm fine. It's non-toxic, but I wouldn't buy it just to eat. That's for sure. It was just because it was free.
Yeah.
It was just because it was like eating the Costco thing. You're not going to buy that shit, but it's free.
So you're gonna try it,
right? You're not going to walk past that and not have the free sample.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you? You're not walking past the free sample at the grocery store, are you?
I used to get excited when I went to Costco just for samples.
Yeah.
Now, not as much anymore. As I get older, I'm like, it has to be something good, or I'm not going to eat it. Because I'm just sad for the lady that has to sit there and cook that shit, you know?
And then they have to tell people to leave when they've had like 10 of them.
Yeah.
Especially when you're giving you, sometimes they're just giving you bullshit. They're giving you like a fucking, what are those cheesy sausages? I always just see those ones. Like, it's like, like the bratwurst, but it's got like cheddar that pops through it when you're cooking it.
Yeah.
You know those
They're
ones?
trying to get you on that, and it's fucking
And they
shit.
slice them up, and it's cooked on like a hot plate and stuff, and you're like, yeah, I guess, or they're cooking some fucking side dish and they put it in a little paper cup. I'm like, eat that. Like, fuck that, But I used to go there to eat.
Yeah.
Like, that was my meal because I was like broke, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I would go to Costco and they're giving free food. I'm like, this is food I don't have to buy.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to eat it. It's like, what is this side dish? Who cares? I'm swallowing it, Like, I'm trying to put my wife through university, like, I'm going to eat all this shit. It's like money.
I'll be back around for round 10 in about 20 minutes.
Yeah. And they have to kind of watch out for that, I'm essentially, I will behave like a homeless person if you let me.
Right.
Like, I will get everything free I can. I don't care. I just like it. I think I'm meant to be homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fucking...
I might still be someday. Like, if I live my dreams.
Yeah.
I'll someday be
It's no different than rich people getting free shit. They just get it at a different scale.
Yeah, man. I saw some pretty wildly creative homeless people in LA. Like, there was one guy.
It's the homeless capital of the world, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you, I never had anyone ask me for money.
Oh.
Not one person.
You know why? It's because they're making good money.
But they're not begging. They're not begging for it. Like, I'm not saying, in my experience, I didn't have anyone ask me for money. I saw homeless people, but mostly in the nice parts of town. I don't know why they're not pitching tents in the forest. Like, it makes sense. There's forest and hills, everything in
Instead
LA.
on the sidewalk.
No, but right up against a bank. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah.
And then, on a sidewalk, like, it's like, why wouldn't you go in the forest right there? Like, there's trees everywhere in this place.
Yeah, you're seeing high class homeless, right? They got ACs and heaters and
I had one with full fucking solar panels, and it was a whole tarp mobile, and like probably shopping carts are involved in it. Whatever this guy rigged up, it's genius. And I'm like, yeah, this is not just a homeless like shelter that he made. It's a spectacle of art to behold. Like, seriously, wild, And I give full credit for that guy. Like, that guy's not really homeless. That guy is an artist living in his work of art on the street.
Yeah.
It's like fucking wildly
they're just
cool.
modified houses.
It fucking like, it has heat, like power, it has solar panels and shit, and it can move. He can, if he can't stay here, it can self-propel with the panels and stuff. This guy's like, he's not a dummy. He just doesn't want. Oh, sorry, he just wants to pay rent. This is a good old trick. I didn't know I could do this.
Yeah.
Like, right? Yeah. Beaver doesn't say something I don't like, and just go. Goosh.
The mic into
I can just fucking knock him out.
If you got a questionable talker on the show,
give me a beer, Beaver. I'm gonna fucking do it again. May I have one other beer, please? So honestly,
Can I grab one too, Beav?
yeah. And then with us a good time is any Johnny to do a segment of our show that we call feedback. We got feedback.
We got feedback. It's feedback. It's motherfucking feedback.
Welcome everybody to Feedback. We got feedback. This week's episode is brought to you, as always, by our friends at CleanFlow. Go to check out their great products at www.kleenflo.com. That's cleanflow.com. Check out all the great products. They are a terrific help to our show, and we'd be nothing without them. And we've actually, you know what, CleanFlow, you support us when nobody else would, and we're giving you your money back, or like we're actually making you your money. We're giving you a value now.
I was going to say, wow.
We're giving you value now. So, like, I feel good, CleanFlow, that we're actually giving you something that you gave us when we weren't worth it. We're giving you back in spades now, and I'm really happy. that still have your support. So go give them some support at cleanflow.com. That'd be great.
Lube your wrench up.
Yep, do it. And if you'd like to join our royal family at the Dutch Hall here, we have 2 ladies that are sitting with crowns. We have our queen, the Jen Husko. She's fantastic. She leads our lives. She tells us what to do. She likes and supports everything we do, and we are here to please her. And someone else heard about this sort of treatment we were giving. She gave a little bit less money than Jen, and she is now our princess, Genevieve. And now we have 2 women that we will please. And even though this is a very masculine sausage party kind of show, we have 2 women who really run this place. And
They
it's
do.
our queen and our princess. And if you want to join them in the royal family and try to give us some influence, go to patreon.com/Dutch Hall and become one of our royal family. That's patreon.com/Dutch Hall. I said it twice, so I don't have to say it again. And if you'd like to give us a piece of feedback, go to thedutchhall@gmail.com and tell us what you think of the show. And actually,
Or anywhere on the internet. We're open to suggestions.
I do not know where my phone is, but I don't care. I know this feedback off by heart. I put out some sort of thing on my stories, and it was that one that said, you remember I was at the one show and I said, and it would look like I had my tongue in my cheek, and I was like, what dick joke should I tell next?
Oh yeah.
I sent out a post like that, and I got a comment back from a super fan of comedy, Chuck.
Oh, nice.
Chuck Leone.
Yeah.
And Chuck said, dick jokes are a staple, and keep up the good work.
Oh, right on.
And he said, give that young Johnny Renton a kick in the balls next time you see him. A kick in the balls.
That sounds about right.
End
That's-
quote? Like that was just
That's
it.
the feedback we got. Chuck Leone. And Chuck, thank you very much. If someone would also like to tell us what you think of the show, go to the Dutch Hall at gmail.com. So, Johnny.
So it could be a swift kick or it could be a nice little fondle of the balls. But,
Fondle.
yeah, but
I will do a karate kick to his balls, but I'll do it.
you won't fondle him?
No, I will not. No hand. I'm going to kick him to his balls, like Chuck said. But I'm going to do it wrestling style, Johnny, where it looks like I kicked you square in the balls, but I didn't even touch it. It's like the magic, like the Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, and how good are you at wrestling, Pete? Because I'm worried.
Yeah, we're worried.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna look like I'm punching you as hard as I can in your balls, but I'm gonna stop with like a half a millimeter right from your nutsack.
That is
And
wishful
then,
thinking.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
Well, Chuck said to do it.
Well, maybe we should put that as a Patreon video.
Yeah.
And then if Chuck pays for Patreon, then we'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do it. How about if I let you wear like a goalie cup, but I still don't try to punch you in the nuts. I try to miss. But the goalie cup.
You get a pinch. A pinch is just as bad as a
Yeah.
fucking
No,
direct
goalie
hit.
cup. Like it's going to be a big enough. Like it won't pinch. Not like a.
Dude, I wore a goalie cup a lot of my life.
Isn't it bigger than a regular cup?
There's some fucking extra material on the outside, but the core of
The cup itself.
the
is
cup
bigger?
itself is fucking.
That cup I always saw. If you hit me in the balls with a puck when I'm wearing this cup, it is gonna fucking like slice my nutsack open.
Well, it was always the
Because my nutsack's not gonna fit in that cup.
Mm-hmm.
no, mine.
I got a fucking Barbara Pop in my pants.
Mine
You
never
guys
did.
even know what a Barbara Pop is?
Nope.
No,
It's French for cotton candy, but there's a cartoon that was on. It was called Barbara Papas, and they were like little blobs,
ah,
and they're French, and they're like they were. It's a real specific age group of people in Canada will know the Barbara Papas.
yeah, not us
Yeah,
though.
Yeah,
It's
it was
not
just
you
your
guys.
delivery on it that made me laugh.
Yeah,
It's really funny, actually.
Yeah.
If you know what Barbara Papa's on, I think that joke stands up.
it's still the pinch. Like for me, anyways, I got to worry about a pinch.
Yeah, fucking.
Oh, Pete, I just got a piece of feedback. It says, tell Pete to leave your balls alone.
Leave my balls alone?
Leave my balls alone.
Okay, I will leave Johnny's balls. See, the ladies reach out to Johnny. They're
Yeah.
like, don't talk about Johnny's balls.
Instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't do it. I would never touch it. I'm telling you, I would just make it look like it, and the magic of like a TV and stuff.
I tell you, there's too many injuries in
Hey,
WWE.
we could do it. We could do it split screen
Yeah, we could.
where I don't even. You're not in the same room.
oh, like
Yeah.
CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I punch on the one, and then I just put the two together, and it looks like you got punched in the nuts, but I couldn't even possibly have hit you because I'm not close enough to do so. Will
All
you
right.
do that?
I will do.
Well, that's the feedback lady who's anonymous. That's the anonymous feedback lady.
She'll be fine with it.
She'll be fine with me doing that?
Yeah.
In another room? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Cool. As long as I don't actually touch Johnny's balls, the lady's cool. And I think that the rest of the people are going to still look at it. You better fucking sell it.
Oh yeah.
You better make it look like you're actually taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to look like, why would you have hit me in my nuts after all I've done for your show?
Yeah.
You know? Like this is
After pushing all these buttons.
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm like the listeners told me to,
Yeah.
and that's what I need to do. And because if you guys go to thedutchhall@gmail.com and you tell me to do something because I'm a whore, I do it. That's how it works.
I still want to hear a lot of Johnny's stories, so I don't want to. We need his assets.
Mhm.
No, I never
Protected.
I would tell you, I would never damage Johnny's nuts. It's precious to all of us.
Yeah.
We need Johnny to be fully sexually functional
Yeah.
so that he can live the life that we all dream to live, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Johnny, live. That's why I was like, Johnny, if you can find a way, come down to LA with me and just go out and be a young person there, because I'd like to see what you can do with this potential. But you know what I like in LA is like men age really better
Oh yeah.
than women.
Because they probably got a lot of. They're probably getting just as much fucking fake shit put on them as the women are.
No, but I mean like an older guy is like it's like you get better when you get older there, but a woman gets worse.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like men's stock goes up and their women's stock goes down. And then you're like, these are women that are like out of any person that I know's league,
Yeah.
you know, but they're washed up old ladies, you know? And they're like, 28-year-old.
I was gonna say, yeah, they're probably like my age, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they're just like feel washed up, and they're like, I'll take this old gray balls, you know? Maybe
He's probably got money.
yeah, or he's got money or something, you know? I don't know what it is, but it's like, there's like couples all over the place that are like, like make me feel like, hey, look at this. I can get, that's crazy because like that doesn't make any sense in any other world.
Yeah.
That any of this would happen.
Yeah.
But you see it like commonplace there. It's just like a bunch of like odd couples, really. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like the squarest guy in the world, eh? Like, so like when you go to a place like that, it's like it's weird for even cities because there's so many like people that go there to chase a dream or be an artist or whatever, you know?
Mhm.
So there's like a lot of weirdness there, and it's allowed. It's just like people just see something weird and they go, well, LA,
Yeah.
you know? And I kind of like that about it, right? Like I like
Only
that
in
part.
LA.
Yeah, only in LA, you know? People say that all the time, and you see this weird shit and you just put up with it. And what was my point on this? I don't know. Are we done yet?
You're saying weird shit in LA.
I see weird shit. Yeah, what is
We're
it?
at about hour 10, so
Fuck yeah.
we did it.
Yeah, there
We
it
did it without
is.
even touching that motherfucking wheel.
I was just gonna grab it and
Yeah, we were like running out of steam, but it's actually at the end of the show. But we did. Is there anything I had to do? Oh, you have some good things. He's got some good topics on there that I don't want to lose. So I might even keep this wheel
just leave
going.
it. Yeah, just leave it.
Because the biggest cocks in the world, I mean, that's a great segment. And we should have done it, actually, because that one was bonus Geronis, and Beaver brought it to the show. We're not going to lose that one.
did we close on that one?
We could. I don't know.
Well, it's a long.
It's
it
a
could-
long
one,
bit.
yeah.
It's a long bit.
Like, I swear to God. But I'll give you a little spoiler. We'll get into the list. But I'll tell you, they have a list of the biggest cocks in the world. And
on average.
yeah, on average, of course. It's not a definitive list, but they've measured most of the cocks. They did put it on a bell and stuff. Then they determined, like, the number one was Cameroon, I think. And then
Yes.
I think the first three positions were held by African countries, right?
Yes. Understandably.
Yep. Then Beaver's number 4.
And then the Dutch came
Dutch
in.
came in at number 4.
At number 4, the biggest whites, the biggest cocked whites that exist are the Dutch. And actually, The Hungarians, who's my other half, they did pretty well too. I think they showed about 13th on the list, eh? But the Dutch, they got bigger cocks than those people in Chad. Yeah.
Right. So if you were to compare in FIFA World Rankings, those are some good numbers.
Yeah, like I mean, just to be the biggest white cocks in the world
Yeah.
is a pretty that's a feather in our cap, you know.
And I looked at the
I
list.
can't go by Canada because it's not perfect. Like Canada's not going to score well on that list. It does not score well on that list.
Based on our immigration numbers, our number is going to go down heavily because
we're just not letting enough immigrants in from big cock countries, and we need to do something about this.
Right.
We need more Cameroonians. We need more Dutch. We need more. What is it up on the top of this? Was Nigeria up there?
Yeah. Fuck.
There was a few. Yeah, I don't know if you can pull it up. I don't even have my phone. But I'm telling you, it was predominantly like Africans, like really. If it was the World Cup of huge cocks,
Senegal and Sudan.
Senegal and Sudan, and the number one was Cameroon, right?
Cameroon, yeah.
So Cameroon, Senegal, Sudan, then Holland.
Then Zambia.
Oh, what's Holland then?
Holland's 4, but then
then
Zambia.
Zambia. We're bigger than Zambians.
Egypt. Never would have thought Egypt.
Yeah, Egypt. Good for the North Africans.
Yeah.
Good for the North Africans. Just show up there, eh?
Chad's in
Yeah.
there.
Chad's on this. He's that.
Oh, like, man, the next really white country is Sweden.
At what number is Sweden?
They're 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because then Hungary's not too far behind them. Hungary's, I think, 13th.
12.
It was Hungary then.
Yeah. And then you're 14.
Oh, 14th. Yeah.
You're just after Costa Rica.
Yeah, Costa Rica shows up with some cock. Eh?
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for them.
Belgium's in there too in the mix.
Yeah, you can't because they're right there. They're right there. They're sharing some genetics.
It's
with
just
me.
a fence between them and Holland, right?
That's what I mean. Belgium's got cocks too. Like, good for the Dutch. Bravo, everybody. And
I had a hard time finding the States. They got some fucking buttons on them.
Well, I gotta say, I don't want to put it all on the Mexicans, but
They're below the world
where's
average.
Mexico on that list?
You're gonna have to give me 2 seconds here. Mexico is above the world average.
Is Mexico above the U.S.?
Big time.
Really?
Yeah.
And you can't say Mexico's bringing them down.
How many
So where
how
is
many
it?
are in a line? 1, 2.
Is it the China? Is
What?
it too much China? Where's China on the list?
I don't even think they made. Oh, they did. China.
Are they deep in it?
China is ahead of the U.S.
Oh, are they ahead of Canada too?
No, oh fuck no. Canada's way above average.
Oh, really?
Like as in like Japan is ahead of the States.
Oh,
Not-
snap! Where are your people?
Hey,
Small
you
cock
know
people
who
going to
surprised
States?
me is the Russians. They got some smaller penises on them.
That's probably why they're so angry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
think
makes
so.
sense.
But
Actually,
it's also cold.
Romania, yeah, yeah.
Might not have been a fair measurement.
shrinkage happening.
Romania's small dicked.
Yeah, Romania's right with Russia within a couple, and Armenia, they're all within the same.
No confidence either, right? Those
No.
countries, you know.
Well,
Where's Italy on that list? Italy, a bitch is high up.
yeah,
One
we're
of Johnny's people.
Italy is just below Canada.
What about Germans?
The Germany is pretty high up. They're in the first tilt. They're after Belgium though. They're still not can't.
Yeah, but they're still like like a higher tier.
Yeah.
And the Italians are up there too.
No, Italians are after Canada.
Really, Italians?
Yeah, just after like 2 spots after Canada.
Hey, Italians. I guess they didn't let you measure foreskin.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I chose Germany to be my bottom half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Old Johnny, big cock German over there. But not as
I
big
think
as
they're
us
going
that-
more on girth, I think, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Germans are more on girth than
Oh,
they're on
yeah,
length.
yeah.
I'm trying to give them credit.
Yeah.
Where credit's due, right? I haven't seen your cock, but
Tuna can?
Hmm?
Yeah.
You got a tuna can in your pants?
More of a Pepsi can, but
Oh,
yeah.
Like a nice fat one.
yeah.
I've learned. I don't want to
I
even
like
say
your
that.
confidence, buddy. That's all that counts.
Yeah, big fat. Touch the walls, hey? Touching the walls is what you want to do, everybody out there. If you want to bang a woman, you want to put something to make your cock fat to make you touch the walls. That will make the white stuff come out. That's a little tip from Uncle Pete. That's our show, everybody. If you like to, tell a friend. And what else can you do?
We will see you NT.
Yeah.
Hit it, buddy.
See you next Thursday.
Think, dude, I think on your ass or your bottom of your foot, you need to get a Dutch Hall. You need to get some tattoo artist in California to fucking. I don't even have a logo. You don't have to logo it. It can just be Dutch. You can just be Dutch Hall and that cursive. Just Dutch Hall. Or is the